Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Syima and this is In Plain Sight Tarot, and I'm back with another pick a card reading for you guys this time. And this time around, this pick a card reading is going to be about how are you being perceived by others at the moment. Okay, how are you being perceived by others at the moment? So let me get this Palo Santo going. All right. All right. So let's get straight into the piles. How are you being perceived by others at the moment? How are you being perceived by others at the moment? So I have 6 decks in front of me, okay? And I'll be choosing one card from each pile, from each deck, and that will make up your pile, okay? And I'll be doing that on camera too. All right. So 2 cards. I'm gonna shuffle. Let's see, 2 cards. So we have the World, okay, for pile number 1. The World for pile number 1. My goodness. And we have the Hermit for pile number 2, okay? How are you being perceived by others at this time? The World for pile number 1, the Hermit for pile number 2, okay? Once you're ready, you can go ahead and choose your timestamps, and we can get straight into pile number 1. All right, so pile number 1, you guys chose the World. How are you being perceived right now by others? That you are on top of things. I just heard on top of the world. Like you have everything. You've closed out a cycle. It's almost like how you're being perceived by others is that you're starting up a new cycle. You've closed out a past cycle and you're starting up new. It's something about you looking fresh. You're looking new. You're looking like you have, you've changed. I'm hearing like people are going to notice the change in you, okay? People notice that there's a change in you. You're being perceived as someone who is quite abundant. Like you have your reality at your feet. That's what I just heard, okay? I'm hearing that song. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got the whole wide world in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. So she does have the world in her hands, She literally has 2 worlds in her hands. Yeah. You're being perceived as someone who is on top of the world, someone who is quite satisfied with where they are at the moment. You have the world at your feet. You could be someone who is in the public eye. You could have strong Capricorn energy. You could also have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Okay, but you've closed. Something about you starting up a new cycle. Maybe you've traveled somewhere to another location, or that you've moved, okay? You're being perceived as a traveler. You're being perceived as someone who is taking, who made a big change, who made a big shift in their life. That's what I just heard, okay? With the World. So, one shuffle. And we choose. How are you being perceived by others at the moment? How are you being perceived by others? How are you being perceived by others at the moment? How are you being perceived by others? Pile number 1. You're set up for success. People see you as someone who is destined for success, destined to make it, I just heard. You're someone who has that star quality. You look like you are someone who is meant to make it. That's what I just heard. Some of you could be, you know, you could be a looker. Like I just heard, like someone who is quite good looking. Like by, I guess a lot of people find you good looking. That's what I just heard. A lot of people like looking at you. They're very drawn to your features. Let's just say whatever kind of features that you have. Yeah, whatever kind of features that you have. You could have fair skin. You could be Caucasian. I just heard someone who's Caucasian, fair skin. You could have like curls in your hair, or you could have big hair. There's something about big hair here. I'm seeing brown, even though this is like light brown. I'm seeing brown, dark brown, like all the shades of brown, you know, different tones of brown. I just heard, but I'm seeing dark brown. Okay. There's something, I just heard mane, something about your mane, something about your hair, okay? You're being perceived as someone who has nice hair, or, you know, like, you're always getting compliments on your hair or something. Why am I shuffling this? Oh, okay, yes. Right, okay. So how are you being perceived at the moment? Okay, we have Valor, 7 of Wands, okay? 7 of Wands. We have Initiation and, oh, what? Initiation and the Count Saint Germain, that is number 14, right? Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. We have Cosmic Egg, right? Cosmic Egg. We have Indecision, wishy-washy, time to make up your mind, making a decision, all right? And that is the number 63. Or it breaks down to number 9. We have Space. Hold on. I think the song. Okay, and we have Servant. Okay. How are you being perceived at the moment? Yeah, it looks like you're defending your success. There's something about you being very protective of what you've built here, very protective of what you have created, very protective of what you have. There's something about initiation here, that you've initiated, that you've started. You are very protective of what you've created. That's what I keep hearing. Okay? With indecision, wishy-washy, time to make up your mind, making a decision, committing to a decision time. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, because it came down on, it was under Valor, I'm going to take this as past energy where you were feeling, you are defending your stance in your dreams, but it came off as someone who couldn't make up their mind. Like you could be, you could have been someone who was like, it took you a while to make up your mind, and you had, it's almost like feeling defensive about this, you know. Maybe you felt like you couldn't make a decision about something, and you didn't like it that people were pushing you to make a decision, or that you felt pushed into making a decision, right? But you decided. There's something about you deciding, okay, this is what I want. And now, like, the world is conforming. Like, your universe is literally conforming to your desires, okay? With initiation and the Count Saint Germain. I think Saint Germain has something to do with manifestation, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? I'm going to read. Number 14. Standing among the pillars within a beautiful temple, the ascended master, Count Saint Germain, sends his light and energy to the four robed people who stand before him. It is time for their initiation. This card represents your initiation. It is much more than a change or even a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into higher revelations of power, insight, and achievement. And the time is now. Some loss of lower vibration relationships, jobs, or activities may be required in order to lift you to the new heights and power that awaits you. Your initiation can be aided by meditation and study, as well as connecting to the ascended masters with whom you have worked for centuries upon centuries. Know that you have shared purposes and activities with the masters, even if you aren't certain of what they are yet. The disciplines you create now during your initiation and the work you do with the masters will lift your service to the world and to all humankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting, first in your energy and evolution, then in your manifest outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. That is gorgeous, you guys. See, that's the thing. People are seeing you as someone who has strong boundaries. That's what I was getting with I'm getting with Seven of Wands here. You have strong boundaries within yourself, like for yourself, you know. You're very disciplined with yourself. This is what people see, like, and with the world here, this is why you are able to create your success, you know. And with Cosmic Egg here, again, I'm getting someone who is very protective. I'm very protective of what I've created here. I'm not going to let anything or anyone, you know, come in between me and what I have served here with servant here. You've served a lot to your dreams. Whatever this dream is, you've made space for it. Whatever this manifestation is, you have made space for it. Space. And it says here, it literally says here, some loss of lower vibration relationships, jobs, or activities may be required in order to lift you to the new heights and power that awaits you. All right. It looks like you are being served. There's something about people want to serve you. You're being perceived as someone who people want to work for. People want to serve you. That's what I'm getting. Okay? And maybe you, in the past, you were serving others. But because you've decided no more, I'm hearing it, you're not being wishy-washy about this decision of yours, whatever decision you've been making, right? You've made up your mind that you want more. You want to be initiated. That you deserve more, that you can have more, that it's your birthright to have more. Yeah, and Minky is making noise, but she's not outside the door. I think she's somewhere in the hallway. Anyways, so yeah. You could be hearing crickets. I don't know why I just heard that. Crickets, because that literally looks like a cricket to me. Like a small cricket, and then there's like a cricket sound outside of my home or my window. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if it's picking up, but yeah. There are 4 people who are seeing you as someone who they would love to help build your world. There's something about you having a vision. There's something about you having a vision, and there are other people who appreciate this vision of yours, and they want to see this vision come to life. That's what I just heard with Cosmic Egg and Servant here. Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. You have put yourself up on your own pedestal, and now you see this? It's almost like other people want to there's something about embodying or implementing your ways. Like it's almost like wanting to know your ways. It's like I just heard yeah, it's something like you're being perceived as someone who can teach others something really valuable in terms of manifestation, in terms of creating success, in terms of creating abundance around you, maybe even creating fame, creating being looked up to, creating your glow up, creating change within your, you know, physical changes, creating money. And people see that you're being perceived as someone who allows this space for yourself. You take time away from others, or you allow yourself, you are disciplined enough to not, you know, feel left out. That's what I just heard. You're very focused on your dreams and aspirations and the things that you aspire to be, the things that you aspire to see in the world. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I'm hearing you embody more of what you want to see in the world. You're embodying more of what you want to see in the world, of what you want to see flourish. And people see you as very spiritual here. This is one of the spirit cards with cosmic egg here. And that you are faithful. I'm hearing with servant here. It's like delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. It's like someone who is faithful to your path, faithful to your cosmic path, I'm hearing. Yeah. You're being perceived as someone who is ready to lend other people a helping hand too. Not physically, I'm hearing, but you know, you want to see and you wish to see others wake up to their own selves. What was he saying about this? Yeah. The disciplines you create now during your initiation and the work you do with the masters will lift your service to the world and to all humankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting. They see you as someone, they perceive you as someone who's very uplifting. Okay? First in your energy, and then your evolution because of your energy. People are seeing you evolve, constantly changing, constantly bettering yourself, constantly improving whatever it is that you can improve on, you know. You're being perceived as like you know, a powerful manifester. That's what I'm getting. First in your energy, then in your manifest outer reality. You are a powerful manifester. That's what I just heard. Because you are no longer wishy-washy. You know what you want. You decide. You get to decide what you want to see in your world, in your reality. And you are creating this. And although you are, you know, someone who puts themselves up on a pedestal, you put yourself up on that pedestal of yours, your world, you are also a servant. You know, you lovingly serve your dreams, your desires. You lovingly serve. You don't greedily serve, you lovingly serve. That's what I heard. And you see how these two are holding like globes, right? One small one, one big one. These are from two different decks. That's very synchronistic to me. So it's almost like you are able to, you know, balance or carry certain, you seem like someone who carries their burdens effortlessly. That's what I just heard. It's almost like you have the same burdens as other people too. It's not like you don't encounter any difficulty at all in life, but it's almost like you do it effortlessly. Like there's no, you see how she's like just standing on her tippy toes, even though those look like boulders to me. And he looks very graceful too, you know. like almost like a ballerina stance, right? So you're doing it gracefully, like you're taking all of you're being perceived as someone who takes your challenges with stride. That's what I'm hearing. And it's almost like you get past any of your obstacles effortlessly. You make it look seamless. That's what I just heard. You make it look seamless. You make it look easy. You make it look effortless. You make it look breezy. And that's because you know how to manifest. Pile number one, okay, that's how you're being perceived. I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for coming to my reading. Oh, by the way, the only signs I'm seeing at the moment, like I said just now, is Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. We also have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Thank you so much for coming to my reading. I hope that reading resonated with you. If it didn't resonate with you, you can go ahead and choose another pile. If it did resonate with you, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you guys get notified on future uploads. If you'd like to book a personal reading from me, you can find my email details down below in the description box. Email me there and I'll send you the rates. Thank you so much for all the bookings, for all the donations, for all the likes, for all the comments, for every single thing. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye. Hi, pile number two. So you guys chose the Hermit, all right? The Hermit. Okay. How are you being perceived by others right now? You are being perceived as someone who is a loner. You are perceived as someone who is a lone wolf. You're being perceived as someone who likes to, you know, you're quite spiritual too. You're being perceived as someone who's spiritual, who likes to be alone, who is a lone wolf, almost antisocial. I just heard antisocial, okay? Because this is the Virgo card, you don't necessarily have to be a Virgo. It could be in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I'm also hearing Mars, okay? With the Hermit here, you are being perceived as someone who likes to go at things alone. You could be someone who is traveling alone at the moment too. You could be someone who is... you're also being perceived as someone who maybe has, you know, like maybe some people do think that you're lonely, you know. It might not be the case, but that's how you're being perceived at the moment, okay? And I'm seeing with all the ships here, right, it's almost like wanderlust. I just heard wanderlust. Yeah, you're being perceived as someone who... wise. I just heard wise. Wise. You like to be alone. You are more of a homebody. Maybe even if you go shopping or traveling, or you have no trouble going into restaurants and eating alone, or going to the cinemas and watching a movie on your own, or you like that alone time. You like having some time with yourself, I'm hearing. Yeah. There's something about the nighttime here. You could also be seen as, you'd be perceived as a night owl, someone who doesn't sleep a lot, I just heard, someone who likes to stay up late, right? Okay, so we have all these 6 decks in front of me. I'm going to pull out one card from each deck, and that will make your pile, okay? And I've already shuffled, so there's no need to shuffle. Oh, there's 2 cards. Okay, then I'm going to pick out 2. You got 2. How are you being perceived by others at this time? How are you being perceived? Mermaid. Also, okay, so before I open these cards, I'm also seeing like this mermaid. She's a literal mermaid. So you're being perceived as someone. Some of you have mermaid-like features. I'm hearing like you. And again, it's almost like you like being alone. It's like you don't move around in crowds. If you are, that's what I just heard. Like you don't like crowds, or you don't move around in crowds. You might have just 1 or 2 friends, you know, that you and you might not be seen all the time. That's what I just heard. Okay, sometimes people perceive that you might, you know, just come out at night or something. Hmm. But you are a loner. Someone who travels a lot, like you like traveling. And there's something about traveling alone, traveling solo. It gives you a sense of freedom. Because when you're traveling solo, you're constantly using your intuition. You're constantly using your intuition is guiding you every step of the way, you know, whether you realize it or not, right? Yeah. Okay. So we have, wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Sagittarius energy. We have Up in the Air. Right? We have Starfish. And then we have this extra card, the Phoenix. Okay. We have Lists of the Shadows, right? Healing the shadows, addictions, bondage, self-esteem, self-respect, open to healing, all right? Okay. I'm being drawn to the self-respect. We have Rest. Oopsies. We have Rest, and wow, we have Messiah. Okay. Wow. Okay, pile number 2. Whoever you are being perceived as someone who has star quality. First of all, that's really something that's standing out to me. There's something about you blooming every single day, like you're constantly changing. There's an ever-changing energy to you with Starfish and Phoenix here. It's almost like your change is unnoticeable. If someone spends time with you every single day, they might not notice, you know, your changes. But if someone is, if you meet, it's like if you meet people from the past, you know, a lot of them will notice that there's a change in you, and there's a reason why there's these changes that are happening for you. You are meant to convey certain. Minky. Okay, so Minky wants to visit in this pile, apparently. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Let me let her in. Just as I thought I was going to let her in, so I let her in. 2 seconds later, she wanted to be let out again. And now she's meowing again. I don't know. I'm going to ignore her for the time being. Okay, so with 44 here, we have 44, we have the number 10, we have number 18, breaks down to a 9, all right? 8 could also be a significant number. You are being perceived as someone who is, you know, you're in your own little world. That's what I'm hearing. You're being perceived as someone who makes big change. You know how to create change in your life, right? You know how to heal. It's almost like you've healed your shadows. You have not healed. I don't like saying healed your shadows. You're one with your shadow. You have accepted. You have fully integrated your shadow. I'm hearing like you are. And if you haven't fully integrated your shadow, you're definitely getting to know your shadow. You're definitely giving, I'm hearing like giving grace to your shadow side, healing the shadows, addictions, bondage, self-esteem. And this is, I'm being drawn to the self-esteem. It has helped, like you getting to know your shadow. You are also, it's almost like there's something about you being able to build on your self-esteem the more you work on your self-respect too. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're very self-respecting. That's how people perceive you. That you have a lot of self-respect for yourself, for your mind, your body, your soul. I'm hearing your energy. You like to take the time out, like you're being perceived as a daydreamer with Up in the Air and Rest here. You're being perceived as someone who sometimes people might think that you like daydream too much, or that you are all off in la la land all the time, right? But you are, with Phoenix and Starfish here, you could be someone who You know, with Messiah here, I don't know if you speak of spirituality online on a platform somewhere, all right? You're very spiritual. You don't necessarily have to do tarot. You might speak of, you know, the occult. You might speak of very esoteric things. I'm hearing like all these things, anything that has to do with esotericism, okay? Esotericism. What did I just say? Esotericism? Okay. That's a new word, I guess. Esotericism, right? And with Messiah here, serving humanity with humility. Yeah, there's something about you, even though it says here, serving humanity with humility, I don't think that you are someone who, it's not to say that you're not humble or anything, but there's something about you having a lot of self-worth. There's something about people noticing your self-worth with the phoenix and starfish here. You know you're a star, pile number 2. You know that you deserve great things, and you are set up for great things, right? With Messiah here, like you have a message to convey to others. There's something that you are meant to convey, and it's coming from within with the Hermit here, and it's coming from everything within you, and it's being shown without. It's there's this element of I don't know, I just heard multi-dimensional magic here, all right? Creating shift. You're very lucky because you know that you can create luck. You are someone who can create luck by transmuting your shadow self, you know, bit by bit by bit by bit. The more you transmute your shadow self, the more you create that luck, the more you create luck, you know. And you're doing this all in silence. There's something about you doing it all in silence. You're not someone to be out there. That's what I'm getting with humility. You're not out there boasting about, you know, the superpowers that you have, all these superhuman abilities and traits that you have, right? But you know that you're meant to use these superhuman or supernatural, superhuman traits or abilities that you have to help serve humanity. That's what I just heard. What a big message, you guys. So, pile number 2, if you are being called to rest and being called to chill out, please do take the time to do that, because someone like you needs a lot of time with yourself, like with your own mind. You get a lot of downloads. You get a lot of, you receive a lot of downloads when you are alone. And you know this, you know, because you are the Hermit. The lone traveler, I just heard. Whether you travel physically or you travel within, you know, astral traveling, I just heard too, with up in the air. Yeah, she looks like she's astral traveling with all the planets around her, right? You're being perceived as someone, I don't know how else to say it, supernatural. You're constantly shedding parts of yourself that you don't want to bring into the present, going into the future. And it's creating a lot of shift for you. You're also being perceived as someone who likes their alone time, who likes to rest and dream and daydream. But that doesn't mean you're lazy, you know. In fact, you're actually supposed to succeed. You're meant to succeed with the starfish and phoenix here. Some of you you could have strong Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius. We have Virgo. We also have water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the starfish here. Okay? You're being perceived as, I keep hearing that, supernatural. Yeah. Supernatural. It's your ability to create change. That's what I just heard. Your ability to create change. Yeah, you guys could be seeing a lot of 444. I'm seeing the number 9 again. 99. You could be seeing 99, 10, 10, 10. That could be confirmation for some of you. Yeah. Someone here could have recently, this is just like a random thing that I'm picking up, pho. Someone here could have recently had some pho. Or seafood. I just heard seafood. Someone here likes to eat a lot of seafood. Because I'm seeing with the sea here, the mermaid, and then we have the starfish, and then yeah, for some reason there's something about seafood. Someone here really loves their seafood, your fish, your crustaceans, and your yeah, seafood basically. Someone really here, someone here enjoys seafood. I'm hearing sushi. Someone here could have recently had sushi. Okay. I think that's all I can pick up on at the moment. Well, someone here could be called Liz, Elisa, Eliza. Yeah. Some of you could be from Spain or that part of the world, okay? Because I don't know, I don't remember where Messi is from. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Oh my God, Messi is from Spain, right? Portugal? What? No. Oh my God, I forgot where he's from. But Messi, wherever Messi is from, okay, that maybe that's where you're from too. Oh my God, I seriously, you guys, I don't watch any football. I know the footballers' names here and there. I've heard about them and stuff, but I don't keep up with sports at all. So yeah. What else? Some of you might, though. Some of you might be watching sports at the moment, or you know, you could be, you know, idly watching sports or something. Messi. Or you could be a big fan of Messi. Or someone around you is a big fan of Messi. I just heard Inez. Inez. Oh wow, I'm seeing 9 again. So 999. 99999. All right. I'm also hearing that pile number 2, you're very unpredictable with up in the air here and rest. It's almost like you kind of, you know, you don't answer to anyone but yourself. And it's almost like some people don't know how to interpret, maybe they interpret this as you being flaky, okay? Because you like to be alone so much, but you need the rest. So don't allow anyone to make you feel guilty for taking your time alone. You can take as much time as you want and need. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So pile number 2, I'm gonna end the reading there. Thank you so much for coming to my reading. I hope that reading resonated with you. If it didn't resonate with you, you can go ahead and choose another pile. If it did resonate with you, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you guys get notified on future uploads. If you'd like to book a personal reading from me, you can find my email details down below in the description box. Email me there and I'll send you the rates. Thank you so much for all the bookings, for all the donations, for all the likes, for all the comments, for every single thing. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye.